Tonight, I'm here to highlight a deficiency in your life, one that makes you consider suicide, that a person can sit and as an act of his will sees death as gain, one that makes you roam around the earth with a feeling of emptiness. Sure, you might try to distract yourself by deriving pleasure through social media, clubs, parties, and all other hedonistic outlets. However, the truth remains constant. It's temporary. And once it wears out, you become the personification of this scripture. Your later state is worse than the previous one. Deficiency of purpose. What you sow today is what you harvest tomorrow. Listen very carefully. What you sow today is what you harvest tomorrow. Which then begs the question, if you were to reap the harvest of every single action, every single word, every single effort you put since the day you were born up until this day, would it be a harvest of pride or a harvest of regret? Take inventory of your life. I want you to actually take stock of every single thing you've done for this year. Let's use the horizon of this year. If you were to reap the effort of every single thing you've done up until this day, would it be a harvest of pride or that of regret? I would say it's the latter for most people because majority are purposeless. Majority roam through earth, gallivanting across the corridors of destiny with no aim. Every single one of us has a purpose. We have a God-given assignment. Like every single product have a purpose. The manufacturer knows the purpose of every single product. Before you go out to buy a device, there's a purpose for that device. Before you go out to get a printer, there's a purpose for that printer. Before you go out to get groceries, there is a purpose for those groceries. So before your parents give birth to you, there is a purpose for you. Your task is to identify that purpose and work with people. My friend, it's not enough to identify the purpose. What next? What are the tasks, the disciplines, the daily consecrations that will materialize that result? How can you make your purpose, the God-given assignment, a reality now? What are the steps to take? Majority have no idea. If you show me the boy, I'll show you the man. The boy makes the man. There's no playboy who ended up a responsible man. What you do today determines your future. Like the analogy I gave of seed. You can't plant a corn and expect beans. The corn will give you corn. So every single action you take, I want you to truly believe that it adds up to something. It's a compounding effect of what your future is going to look like. Purpose. Don't be entertained. Be the entertainer. Leave social media. Shut out the garbage. Shut out the noise. Be the best version of yourself. It's time to drop all of this crazy lifestyle. The Bible says it perfectly. When I was a child, I thought like a child. I understood like a child. And when I became a man, I put away childish things, childish discussion, childish conversation, childish ideas that your mates are spending their 20s grinding as hard as possible, investing in their destiny, identifying their God-given assignment, working in purpose. How do you spend your 20s? Babe, have you eaten? Is that the kind of life you want to live? At the end of the day, when your children ask you what was the fun part of your childhood, you go, I overcame depression. Depression? You don't have time to be depressed. You can be so busy, my friend. Purpose actually create a garrison and shield you from all the nonsense of society. For so long, people called me insensitive, cold to life's problem because I didn't have time to consider failure. I don't have time to consider how to feel after a breakup. I literally have things to do. You think I'm going to sit down there and cry over a relationship? Hey, she makes me a fucking asinine. That's dumb. In fact, I'm not saying you should not do your best to try and reconcile an already severed bridge. That's far from it. But the point I'm trying to highlight is that majority of you waste time doing nonsense things. I'm going through a breakup. You have no time to go through a breakup. Get over it. Your mind is filled with nonsense because you have no purpose. There's no something you are doing. There's no demand on your time. How do you spend 3 weeks? Has your week been apportioned towards various tasks? For instance, I believe I'm a world leader, and this week has been allocated towards the study of listening. I'll keep it there because of the sensitivity of the subject. But has your day been allocated? Let me know your week. You have to be serious. Any NSC fan, your job is not just to chant my name when you see me on the street or try to get a photo of me. I truly desire you to be the most competent individual, to be the most formidable opponent possible. In fact, if there were more men like you, I refuse to believe that we'll have the same kind of leader you currently do. It's because of people like you. And my job, I don't blame you, is to free your mind from the enslavement, wake you up to the truth. Don't live your life to chance. Live your life to purpose. Majority of you are comfortable to sit down there and die. You are comfortable to wait, to hope that somebody is going to save you. It doesn't work that way. 99% of the people who are born broke, stay broke, and die broke. Disregard the information on the internet. Oh, some people are late bloomers and your time will come. My friend, do not equate patience with passivity. Time doesn't change anything. Time only reviews the actions you've been taking up until that moment. Luck is one opportunity meets a prepared individual. There are so many opportunities you have missed, some unconscious, some consciously, simply because you were not prepared. There was a point in time in your life where you had millions of dollars or you had access to someone who could give you a job that becomes the redestination of your finances. Yet you missed the opportunity. Why? Because you're not prepared. You're a broke, lazy, obese, unimportant, unproductive, lazy, nobody. As a result, the person fled. Because those kinds of individuals, you can't leave them off, but they can drag you down. And no successful person, after every single thing he went through, all the shit he's been through, to build a business, to become monumentally competent, would allow some individual, regardless of if it's a family member or brother, to anchor him. It's impossible. It's a life of purpose. Don't waste your time chasing women or chasing ephemeral things. Seek ye the kingdom first, and every single thing will be added to you. Once you seek purpose, finances, fame, wealth, every single thing will be added to you. As always, my friend, the pleasure speaking to you. See you next